How's it going, my fellow reactors? This is Link's Reaction. I'm Link, and today we're going over my pre-season finale of WandaVision thoughts on what I think is going to happen. Now, to backtrack a bit, we've learned some things in the past 8 episodes, and theories have changed. My original theory was that Wanda was she started. I felt like she just cracked, like straight up cracked, and this was literally all in her head until the very end of the episode where we see someone turning the TV off. And then I still thought she was cracked and she wasn't completely in control of everything, and that's partially correct. And then originally I also thought she stole Vision's body and kind of like remade him a little bit. But turns out she completely made him, and that means that leaving the Hex, he will immediately die, and he is dead. But he didn't die in the way I thought. I thought he would fade away, because in the last episode, we see him literally come out of her, energy-wise, piece by piece. And the thing is that if he was just in her head, and if it was just the Hex that was keeping him, if he left the Hex, he should have, like, literally ceased to exist. No, he just died. His body shut down and was tearing to pieces. But that's not how it should be. So one of my new theories about Vision is that either she'll make him stronger, being able to leave the Hex, or he can only exist near her. Maybe she'll make like a mobile Hex that's just surrounding him so that he can leave the Hex. But another crazier theory is that with Vision's dead body that the shield or sword still has, that they rebuilt him. They finally were able to charge him up with Hex energy, and he's like white. He's all blue. He's like a blue Vision. What if they defeat them, or she shuts that one down like she did in Civil War with other Vision, and implants that brain of the one that she made into that one, so that he can leave. And obviously he has the ability to change his appearance slightly, so maybe he'll be able to change his appearance back to what we all know about Vision. So that's just one of my theories. I don't know if it'll come to pass, but we also know from trailers that they're going to have a fight. So they're definitely going to fight this white Vision and sword. But at the end of last episode, she's going to have to fight Agnes. So my guess is that either right at the beginning of that fight, Vision is finally going to show up, and then they're going to take on Agnes, or something unforeseen is going to happen. Another one of my theories that was proven false. Okay, so obviously they were taking a lot of references from House of M. So like she cracks, no more mutants, mutants raised supreme. One of my theories is that she was pulling the X-Men. That's how she was going to introduce the X-Men. She was pulling X-Men from other dimensions, and that's how we got Quicksilver. Well, that's not going to happen, because at the end of episode 7, we learned that Agnes brought him. Although, was he from another universe, or was he this universe's one, and then she just made him with powers? Who knows? But we still don't know if she's answering to anyone else. So far, we know that Agnes was just potentially investigating the Hex. I mean, that much power. Anyone with any magical science is going to notice. I'm surprised that Doctor Strange didn't notice, but he could be busy at the time. Who knows? But as I said before, a lot of the theories have changed. They've gotten completely removed because they no longer qualify. But this is, I mean, we've only got one episode left, and a lot is going to happen in this episode. I really hope there's potentially a season 2, but who knows, especially with, in a couple weeks, Falcon and Winter Soldier is coming out. I'm looking forward to that. I'm definitely going to be reacting to that. I'm also going to start reacting to The Flash. But back to WandaVision. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I have theories, as I've been talking about this basically this whole video so far. But I do know this. I don't want her son Billy and why can I never remember names? Her 2 sons to die. I don't want them to fade. Especially since they both got powers. Now, especially since Wiccan was able to sense Vision's death outside the Hex. Now, if he didn't exist outside, how is he able to sense outside the Hex? I mean, Wanda can't actively sense outside the Hex unless she tries to, but Wiccan just instinctively did it. So he has to be able to exist. I don't know. It's all very confusing. I mean, Wanda's powers is chaos magic, so maybe, I don't know, she did a spontaneous birth, like biblical references, or what were the other ones? Doesn't matter. But like, they have to stay around. They have to. And obviously, Wanda and Vision have to reconcile. They have their differences, but Wanda and Vision still love each other at their core. They love each other. I mean, you don't do this amount of stuff just for someone you don't love. I mean, come on. But yeah, I'm actually really excited for the season finale. I hope this video gets out before that I watch the season finale. In fact, I probably will, because this video won't take long to edit. But on another note, on the last episode, episode 8, we see a scene where Wanda is going towards the Loki's staff. Now, the guys look like they're, because in the, what's the word, observation room, they look like they're seeing all this stuff, but afterwards it's like, they never reacted. She's immediately down on the ground. But in that time, I'm assuming it's the Mind Stone that's just playing with her mind, so everything is happening in her head. And we see a scene out of, after Loki's Stepper, the jewel breaks apart, we see the Mind Stone, and in that flashlight we see a figure. Now that figure looks like Scarlet Witch with her classic costume, or with a more modern Avengers-themed costume, especially with the crown type thing, or the faceplate, whatever it's called. But it is flippin' awesome. So as in my title, I did Future Scarlet Witch. What the WTF? Like, is that her, the future? Does she create herself? That would be like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but that'd also be really cool that she created herself. I mean, chaos magic. You can't predict chaos magic. I mean, it's in the name. But, like, that'd be pretty cool if that's how it happened. Or she was just seeing the future version of herself as Thor saw slight visions, and then he went to the cave to see more future visions. This was in Age of Ultron, and we know the Mind Stone can play tricks and open it up to see possibilities and like the future. So what if that was her in the future? And also, it's extremely cool that Wanda had powers all along. They were just stagnated and they were shut down due to trauma, but the Mind Stone strengthened them, made them stronger, and made her tap into chaos magic, potentially. I don't know, or that moment when the Mind Stone and her interacted, she saw her future self, and maybe she became Scarlet Witch earlier than what she was supposed to be. I don't know. It's all really cool, but I'm really looking forward to the season finale, which is in a couple days from when I'm filming. I'm filming this on Tuesday. The episode comes on Friday. And I'll probably get it out tomorrow, but this is so cool. I'm so excited for this. WandaVision has been great. I wasn't completely sure on the first episode. By the end of the first episode, I was like, I'm hooked. I'm hooked on WandaVision. I want to see more. And it's like, it's basically somehow got everything I like. Drama, action, adventure, thrill, all that stuff, suspense, mystery, all that stuff in one show that's supposed to be like a sitcom. And it's so cool that they reference shows that Wanda saw in her childhood with her family. You can see how rooted, how important that is in her subconscious, that she would choose these TV shows that she saw as a little kid. It was just so cool. Anyway, thank you for indulging my theories. I know this video was very scattered, but if you agree with any of my theories, comment down below. Let me share your theories with me, what's going to happen. And as always, my fellow reactors, have a nice day, and peace out.